Hi guys, welcome to Strength Reversed. My name is Amy. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to do a quick little VR to Tash at Foxes and Brown Bears Tarot, and this is hashtag basic emotion decks. I think this hashtag might be a couple months old, but as per usual, I'm the last one to the party. So hi, better late than never. Now I originally saw this on Jason's channel, Readings with Jason. Jason, this is the Red Velvet Marshmallow, and it smells divine. I'm going to link Jason's video too. Check it out because he has a lot of really fun tarot decks. But basically what this is Tash talked about 6 basic emotions, which are fear, disgust, anger, happiness, sadness, and surprise. And she stipulated a good surprise. So basically, this is what deck would you grab to grapple with any of these emotions? Maybe to examine the emotion, maybe to mitigate it, maybe to augment it. So if you were feeling any of these things, what deck would you grab? Now, just an aside here. If I were in the midst of feeling any of these things acutely, probably would not reach for a tarot deck. Because I find that if I'm very emotional, then I'm not ready to receive the message. So I have to kind of process for a little while, maybe give it 24 hours, and then I can be more open to what the cards are telling me. But if I'm feeling very emotional, a tarot reading is usually not the best option for me. That being said, though, it is good after a while to examine some of these emotions and maybe think, what was that triggered that emotion? So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to go through in the order that Tash presented them, but I am going to combine fear and disgust. Because I think if I'm disgusted with someone, then I'm kind of pissed off at them. Did I say anger? I meant anger at disgust. Anger and disgust. You'll have to forgive me. Winter break is in 3 days, and I am feeling all of the emotions. Right now, apparently. Okay, so first of all, if I were feeling angry, I would pick a deck that made me feel a little bit wicked. I'm a Scorpio. And so the deck I would reach for if I were disgusted with someone or wanted to explore anger is the Santa Muerte Tarot. Because I think, these are good cards for like when you're angry. Now, this doesn't, when I look at these cards, they don't make me more angry. I think if you're disgusted with something or it's really getting to you, something like this, for me, it's not that it's a funny deck, but to me it's a little bit lighthearted. It doesn't take everything so seriously, and it helps me put things in perspective. Like, what's the alternative? Are things really all that big of a deal? Maybe not. Okay, maybe there's more to life than than whatever emotion I'm feeling right now, or whatever, reason that person got me all wound up or whatever. So I find actually this deck to be very positive, but not in a, if I'm angry, I don't want an overly positive deck because that just gets annoying. I want one that, this to me is actually pretty life affirming, this deck. And, maybe it you don't have to sweat the small stuff when you look at that deck. The next one is fear. And if I am scared, I think I would reach for my Robin Wood. This is my first love. Jason calls his favorite deck the Grand Dame. And so I think this would be her. This deck is it was my first deck, and this is my gold standard. So it's kind of like looking at these images that are familiar and they're comforting, and I can come back to these, and I just know that whatever's going on out there, these help me really focus in here, and it's a little bit reassuring. Like, no matter what, there's this deck lending an ear. It's something that can help. Something that can help me examine. So I'm sorry, I am hogging all of the cards. I'm looking at them and not really sharing them. So this is the Robin Wood, and I just love it. If I were scared, this is immediately comforting. These images are so familiar. The next one is happiness. And I think for happiness, I picked the Light Seers. So there's my Light Seers deck. I have to tilt it a little so it's not. And these images are so vibrant. They're so colorful. Even the difficult cards aren't overly drastic, I guess. I think they're just really balanced and fun when they need to be fun, and serious when it needs to be serious. And also, though, I find them encouraging. This deck just kind of gives me, it's like a pick-me-up. And I know when I'm happy, maybe I don't need a pick-me-up, but this is, to me, happiness in a deck is the Light Seers. The next one is sadness. And if I were sad, I think I would probably reach for the Mystical Cats, because these are, you can't help but smile. Now, I'm more of a cat, I'm more of a cat person than a dog person, so I really like cats. They're kind of cool. I love their bad attitude. And so this deck of cats doing cat things, but yet so right on, it just kind of, it's not that it cheers me up. It almost is distracting. Like, how can you be sad when, how can you be sad with all these cute cats? So that's what I would pick, the Mystical Cats. And for surprise, now, I don't know about surprise. I guess if I were curious about things or feeling open-minded and open to being surprised, I would probably pick my Titanic Tarot. This deck is full of surprises. I have discovered so much, so many things that I didn't know about it when I purchased the deck that I found out after I purchased the deck, like the big tableau that it makes, or a lot of the choices for different subjects in the cards. And every time I pick this deck up and look at it, I notice something different. Every time I open the guidebook, I learn something new about the deck and some other cool addition or symbol or, you know, something like that. Like in the boat, this is the strength card. In the boat, she's holding a lion as kind of a nod to the classic strength card. I just think little surprises like that are really cool. So thanks, Tash. I really like this hashtag. And I actually had some decks that went with things. And usually, because you know my collection is smaller than a lot of people's, and so, you know, how many times can you say Robin Wood? You know, that's my answer for I could have picked Robin Wood for any of these, but anyway. So go check out Jason's video. For sure, go check out Tash's video at Foxes and Brown Bears Tarot. And thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to like or subscribe, and I will see you later.